Leus du Plooy, thanks ever so much for joining us. It's been quite a wait over the winter for you to arrive here at Lords, but you're with us. You've had press day today, first game on Friday. Have you settled in?
I'm so excited to get started. I've settled in all right. The boys have been so welcoming. It's been lovely to have a fresh start. After being at Derbyshire for 5 years, I've really enjoyed my time there. But it's great to have a fresh start over. And great to have responsibility in the squad.
You're one of those players, Leus, that I know Richard Johnson, our head coach, has kept an eye on for quite some time. You're one of those names that always seems to score a heavy weight of runs. You've obviously added to our batting roster significantly this season. It was an area that we struggled in last year. What is it you're hoping to bring to the group other than the weight of runs?
Yeah, firstly, probably away from results and runs, I'd love to serve my team and get the best out of them. Because as a batter, you can't always score runs. It's impossible. The history of the game tells you, the best players in the world score one out of every 3 times. That's the reality. So I'd love to be as consistent as possible as I can be to my team and serve them and help them get better. We've got great young talent in Fernandez, and love speaking to left-handers in general. We've got Maxi also, which I've had the pleasure of getting to know a little bit in the aisle. Just try and serve my team, and I think that the runs will take care of itself. I know that if I have responsibility put on me and I've got a bit of pressure, I tend to really enjoy that, and I'm looking forward to go out there and really go express myself.
Superb. I know Richard Johnson, our first team coach, has spoken at length about trying to secure talent that adds to the squad in all formats, really, so both red and white ball. You've had a phenomenal winter yourself with the white ball. You're over at the SAT20, scoring runs for fun over there. Then you were at the ILT20, again succeeded over there. How much have you enjoyed that winter as a franchise player and travelling all around the world in some of those tournaments?
Yeah, it's certainly very new to me, but I love the fact that Middlesex were easy in me going over there and getting to experience those leagues, because they could have easily just said, listen, no, we want you back and we want you to be part of the full pre-season, and that's it. They could have easily done that, but they understand the bigger picture. They understand player development. Also a guy like Maxi being able to play in those tournaments. We had Eski now, it's his 3rd year I think in the Big Bash, or 2nd year, doing really well there. So I think that has a massive influence on your squad, just from a presence point of view. Yeah. Getting to rub shoulders with the likes of a Faf du Plooy, or the guys that Eski would have, or David Warner with Maxi. It's it's incredible. Even if you don't play every game, just being in and around those boys, understanding how they go about it, what made them so good. It's something I've really enjoyed. Obviously, like I said, something really new to me, and something I'd like to experience, more and more as I go on in my career. I think it's a great part of the world we're living in now in cricket.
You mentioned you spent 5 years in Derbyshire, Leus. Obviously finished as club captain. Spent a lot of time up there. Was it a wrench to leave, and has playing in London always been something that you kind of aspired to?
Yeah, I would have always loved to have played cricket in London. I never thought that I'd be sitting here at Lords having this chat with you. I've got a great history with Lords. Apart from it being the home of cricket, there's been a few incidents and a few happy moments, which I'll get into at some point with you, and we'll have a proper laugh about them. But yeah, it's always been a dream to come and play county cricket, and London is the biggest city. It's where dreams almost get realised in a way. And I've always been a city boy. I've enjoyed the city. I've enjoyed the opportunities that it brings away from the game, because the opportunities you have away from the game are just as important as those on the field. The missus and I will certainly enjoy that too.
Off the park, you seem to have settled in really well with the lads. Joe Cracknell's just walked past and started winding you up mid-interview, which is commonplace around here. How have you settled in? And obviously, your first time living in London. You've of course been here before, but first time settling into London life. How are things for you and the family?
Yeah, manic. I mean, not for the family yet. The missus only comes over in about 3 weeks. But yeah, it's been crazy just to sort out the flat and all that. But it's part of the fun of moving counties, I guess. And just sort of got to embrace everything that comes with it. At the end of the day, when I walk over onto that cricket pitch, I'm solely focused on one thing. All the drama and the chaos when I get back to the flat will probably hit me again when I've got to unpack a few boxes again and sort out a few things. But that'll all subside, and in a few weeks I'll be settled in nicely. And the lads have been great. They've offered to help, and they've definitely made my life away from the game a lot easier. Inviting me to have a drink with them. Something as simple as that has made me feel so welcome in a short space of time.
Good to hear. They're a good bunch. Last one, Lewis. Obviously, all kicks off on Friday against Glamorgan here at HQ. Are you one of those players that set yourselves targets over the year ahead? And if so, what have you kind of set out to achieve? Or is it just a case of doing what you can, as you say, contributed to the side, scoring runs and helping those around you?
Yeah, and that's the main part that's in my control. I certainly have targets. It's not something that I probably look at the whole time after every game. Am I behind or in front of where I should be? I think that'll just drive you crazy. But no, I'm aware of that. I'm a very ambitious guy. I'd love to play at the highest level that I possibly can. So that will be my goal, and I know what I need to do to get there. So yeah, I'll have my targets, and I'll be very determined to reach them.
Happy days. Well, look, Lewis, thanks so much for joining us. Welcome, as I say, to Middlesex. All the very best of luck with your time with us, and fingers crossed it kicks off well on Friday.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks, Fletch. Thank you so much.